All right, man. Well,
Good. Yeah.
my man Mo, great to have you here. So chat like before like where were you at like before finding control system specialist? What were you sort of doing, Mo?
Uh, as you know, I've been doing like in social housing, doing testing, uh, and just like normal stuff for just electricians and testers does, just remedials, testing, and the other stuff. Yeah, but before that, I've done some kinds of I had some experience in like testing the BMS, but not the
Mm,
functional testing, the other stuff. So I've been familiar with the BMS,
yeah.
and always I wanted to get to that field, but I didn't know how to start.
Mm.
And yeah, and like 1 year ago, I have decided to get to the BMS because I've seen the commissioning engineers guys, and I really like to get to those jobs. But I didn't know how to start, where to start. I did some search. I've been like doing some search in YouTube to find if I can find any stuff, but I couldn't. But to be honest, I wasn't that serious to get. I wasn't sure if it's gonna be the right path for me to get to.
Did you think it was possible
Uh,
back then?
uh, Anything's possible, yeah, but I didn't know how to do it, yeah, and but there was not a proper uh,
Yeah.
proper video or anyone to say where to go. I wish I wish I found you at that time. So I don't know if you've been doing this stuff at that time or not. But
Yeah.
I wish I could find you sooner. But yeah,
So,
so because I couldn't find
yeah.
a proper, I didn't know where to start, how to do, and then I I've been back to doing like the testing. I've got a good job with good money. Everything was good, and I said, so just leave it for now to go back and make your money. Yeah. So yeah, but again, after a year, um, I could just got like it's everything was boring for me. Yeah, because I knew everything. Yeah, so nothing was new. Nothing. There was no challenge. Nothing. I didn't enjoy to go to the people's houses. Yeah, it's not good. So you can see the weird people sometimes. Yeah. So I didn't want to go to the people's houses, yeah, anymore. And I said, so I'm gonna go and do something else. And uh, yeah, I decided to go back. I had two options. Yeah, I wanted to, because as you know, I'm I had a bachelor's degree in electrical engineering, power and stuff,
Yeah.
and I've done loads of high voltage stuff before. And I said, uh, I'm gonna go to one of these routes. Yeah, high
What
voltage. Yeah,
BMS or
or
high?
BMS or control. Yeah, one of them.
Right.
And when I think a bit more about it, I said, so BMS stuff is much better in here, at least in this weather, because if you work in high voltage, you need to be outside to see the network and everything. Because yeah, and I said, so BMS is a bit more. You need you need a bit more skills to do that these jobs, and I decided to get to the BMS, and I know the money's very good, yeah, and yeah, so that's why uh, uh
What how did you feel like when, because like you just kind of decided a year ago, but then couldn't find anything to sort of help move you closer to getting into BMS. So you sort of just went back to like doing general testing, EICRs and whatnot. Um, but then what was it more recently? Like like how what was like your internal state, I suppose, to really then you said you were getting bored of doing the testing. Like how did that make you feel, I suppose, internally that then drove you to actually make a change?
Uh, yeah, as- mm, when I was doing EICRs, and I got boring, yeah, bored, and I said, so what is gonna be the so if I go to the end of that, what is gonna be? I'm gonna be at the best thing if I'm gonna be if I do the testing. I'm gonna be
Right.
a manager. That's the
Yeah.
best thing you can be in a company, and you need to manage the other engineers or testers doing kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So it's not good for me. I didn't like it. Yeah. So, but I know the BMS is so there is a lot to learn. There is loads of challenges, and there is different. You can go and do like uh, just in commercial jobs. Yeah, if you want, you can go like do home automations. You can go to the to industrial. You can do everything. Yes,
Mm.
this is a big a big more challenge. You can do those stuff with as
Yeah.
an electrician as well, but I didn't like it. Yeah, so I don't want. If you do BMS, you're doing programming. You're doing like
Yeah.
doing things with computers. That's easier, better. You can do it for always. Yeah. So even if you're 60, you can do that.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
you cannot do those if you are an electrician doing like heavy jobs. You can't do
Mm.
it for always. Yeah. So you need to be retired maybe in 50s, 60s. Yeah. You
Yeah.
can't do it more than that. And you never can work from home. Oh, but if you can if you're good in programming and stuff, you can work from home. You have that option as well if you get not the beginning, yeah, but if you get
Yeah.
the higher levels, you can work from home. So this is
So
the best job I think you can have. There's nothing better than this. I think so.
would it be fair to say then, without putting words in your mouth, it was kind of like the opportunities and prospects of where you were at doing testing it didn't feel like you would get that far with where you're at in terms of
Yeah, yeah,
career progression opportunities.
yeah,
Whereas being in controls, automation, BMS, there's far more opportunities, career
definitely.
progression. You
Yeah,
don't necessarily have to be, you know, slaving around in lofts, pulling cables. Like it's an easier way to work. Whereas where you're not relying on your physical attributes and body so much.
yeah,
Is that fair
yeah.
to say?
Yeah, yeah. So if you want to be to work as an electrician, if you want to make good money, you need to go and get your NIC EIC certificate and do stuff. But I didn't want to go and have a company. I didn't want to do that. In that stage, I didn't want to do that. So if you want to get to make a good money in as an electrician, you need to have a company. So if you work
Mm.
for anyone else, it's not going to be a good money. Yeah,
Yeah.
not the yeah, you can make more at least in BMS as hopefully. Yeah, but yeah,
Yeah,
but
as an employee or self-employed contractor, like just
yeah.
money wise, there's more to be made in BMS than
Yeah,
standard electrical
as
contractors.
you know, I've been through a pay cut because I started in this job because I'm
Yeah,
new in this industry. Yeah, but I
yeah,
know after a year, maybe less, it's going to be more than what? I could make and as an self-employed electrician or tester.
Yeah. It's
So
like one step back to
yeah,
make 5 steps forward,
definitely,
Short-term
definitely.
pain for long-term gain.
Yeah,
Yeah.
if you want to have to progress in anything, you're new, you need to get back a bit. Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is how it is, and it's
Yeah.
so you can't go and just get the high wages. Yeah. So because
Yeah.
you're new, you don't have that experience. So
Yeah.
this is normal. Yeah. I don't want to go to get to that one. Yeah. So for a while. So yeah, I wanted to invest in this thing because I always wanted to do that. So, as I told you before, I have tried to get to automations before, like 15 years ago, maybe more.
Yeah.
And I've been in a course of PLC for months, and I've done like 400 hours of training
Yeah. You did some
do
Siemens stuff.
PLC, but I couldn't get any job. I wasn't that serious
Mm.
to, I have tried, but I couldn't find a proper job at that time. So, and I got to the like high voltage. So yeah, when I came here to, yeah, I said let's do it. Yeah.
So how did you come across finding like myself and the program? Like how did that come about?
I'm not sure if the first time I've seen you in YouTube or in Instagram, I'm not
Yeah.
sure, but as the uh, as soon as I've seen you, I watched your first video, I said, "This is it.
Which
That's the
video?
man I've been looking for." That. So
Which
as
video
soon
was
as I
that, mate?
watched your first video, yeah, I don't know which one was that. I can't remember.
On YouTube.
Yeah, I think it was in YouTube. Yeah,
Okay.
I watched one of your videos in YouTube,
Yeah.
and as soon as I watched you, I said, "So this man gonna take me where I want to go to be," because I before, as I said before, I see you. I've tried. I couldn't find nothing. In there's nothing. No one is in YouTube. Maybe I haven't seen, but I don't know. But I couldn't see anything better than you. As soon as yeah, I even searched for proper courses, but I couldn't find anything
Mm,
proper.
mm.
Um, Maybe these days are better, but yeah. So I said I'm gonna trust him. So I watch all of your videos, most of them, yeah, every day. I've been watching your videos, YouTube, and I've been part of your community,
Yeah.
and I've started to watch some more things, and so I said, so this is it wasn't enough for me, as you know. I was a
Yeah.
bit like I was like in rush to
You,
get to
yeah.
everything. Yeah,
You
I
absolute
didn't want
machine.
to. I don't want to waste my time to go and after a year or two, just every day half an hour. No, I need to focus.
Yeah.
If I want to do anything, I need to do it quick. I don't want to
Do,
waste my time. Yeah.
do you
So as
remember
you know,
my
yeah, I
sorry?
invested in your program and in a control specialist. Yeah. So I've got two weeks off.
Yeah.
No work, nothing. Just focus every day 10 hours. Doing just like everything you said. So and now
Do you
uh,
remember me saying, Mo? I was like when you joined control system specialist, I was like, look, give it like 3 months. Like, don't really expect anything for 3 months. And you were like, yeah, 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 it's kind of whatever, whatever. And then like you just put in the work, and you really like dedicated like hours a day to get through the content. And like I was shocked, like it was like 7.5 weeks. It was like under 8 weeks. you basically messaged me saying, you know, you've landed a new position as a BMS service engineer. I was like, this guy, this guy is an absolute machine. Like that broke some limiting beliefs about me and how long, or my beliefs about how long it would take to get into the industry. But it's credit to you, man, because you put the work in. The question I got, like when, like if we fast forward past you sort of looking at the YouTube videos and being in the community, and like we were having that conversation about, you know, potentially joining the program. Like, what were your, if you're completely honest, mate, what were your concerns? You know, did you have any hesitations before pulling the trigger?
Uh, to be honest, I didn't have no hesitation. Nothing. Yeah, because I really wanted to do that. Yeah, so I said "Uh, I'm gonna do it anyway. So I've been ready to sacrifice everything to get
Yeah,
that because I was so serious. That's deadly serious to do that. So when um um I've been just looking in your website to go and just do this special to start to start with you doing as if you remember I have emailed you and asked for a meeting or any stuff, and I couldn't find how can I go to in your website there was a like an old link for the before. It says if you want to be a specialist, you can do it, but then that link didn't work because it was too old, the
yeah,
link. So I couldn't join you. And so the only way I need to put like questionnaires of some stuff, and you ask some stuff if the guy is like qualified to go for that
yeah,
specialist program. And I've done that questionnaire. I've been waiting for you. You didn't answer for like
yeah,
2, 3, 4
yeah.
days.
I
I
know.
said, so what's going on? I emailed you. So
Yeah,
and yeah, so because you at that time, I think you've been looking for like people wanted to do to have a company, and they want to do more stuff in BMS like but yeah, I said so. I don't mind about those stuff. I want to just get to that BMS. I don't want to have a company for now,
yeah,
at least. Yeah,
yeah,
I want to just get to that BMS. So I didn't have no hesitation to start because I yeah, but when I have started, yeah, with you, to be honest, I've got just uh, as soon as I paid the money and I started those stuff, I said maybe I could find a better route, yeah. But when I finished the course, I was so happy with it, yeah, because to be honest, I didn't expect that course to be so good. It was
definitely.
more than my imagination. I didn't think it's gonna be that good. Yeah,
I
it
appreciate
was
that, man.
better than I thought. Yeah, so I think if anyone wants to get to the BMS, there's no hesitation. This is the best way. This is the fastest. Yeah, maybe you can go to the other route. Yeah, you can go be and like an apprentice and go for 4 years, 4 years, and after 4 years you're gonna say this is not for me. I'm 40 years old. This is just for like 18 years old, 20 years old to go that route. Yeah, that's the best way to go if you're like under 25. Yeah, if you're even 26, I think that's not the way to go.
Mm,
It's
mm,
yeah, too slow.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
so if you want something fast, this is the best way you can go.
I
I
appreciate
think,
that, man.
yeah, this is the
So
best. Yeah, yeah,
now I'm really
that's not enough. Yeah. degrees. Yeah, as you know, that's not enough. So this is just the way you start. Yeah, you you can't say just for a you're gonna go and pay for a course, and so you need to put your effort. You need to work on it. It's not just as easy as
100%.
just going and buy. Everyone can pay that money. Yeah, that's not. You need to be consistent. You need you need to have that courage to go and do it, because that's not an easy way. That's not at all. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so
Getting out of your
if you
comfort
want to
zone.
go to like the programming, it's it's not easy. No, not at all. Yeah. But if you want to do it, yeah, you can do it. It depends to you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone can do it if they
Yeah.
want.
Yeah. This is it,
That's
mate.
yeah. If you want to do it, you can do it. You will do it. Maybe a guy can do it in 2 weeks. Another one can do it in 2 months. Another one 2 years. Yeah, it
Yeah.
depends to your knowledge, to everything. Yeah. But if you want, if you want really want to do something, you can do
Yeah.
it.
I
Yeah.
love that, mate. Because that
Yeah.
is it.
Yeah.
That
That's it.
is it. Is if you want to do something and you know deep in your bones that this is something you really want to do, you're going to find a way to do it. And
That's it. Yeah.
you're going to put the work in if you stay consistent, and you're not going to fail unless you stop doing it and you quit. So you will get there. Some people have more time available than others.
Yeah.
Some people can make bigger sacrifices, but you will get there. And it's
That's it.
so refreshing, mate, to hear you say that, because I don't think many people get it. Like, all you need is that drive and desire to get there and to keep working at it, and you will get there. It's just work and time.
That's it. A year ago, as I said, I wanted to do that, but I wasn't that serious. If I was serious, even if yeah, I could do it. Yeah, I could go and say to a company, I can do this job. I can be as a trainee, and I don't want money even. If you're in I could do that at that time even. Yeah, I could say just 3 months. I don't want money even.
Mm,
So then if I was that serious,
yeah,
yeah, I could do it at that time. Yeah. So but I wasn't serious. So
yeah,
I think your program and stuff, these community and squad and the other stuff is really good. If someone that's the easiest. I think that's the easiest way to get to that BMS. The
yeah,
easiest way. You can go to the other rows. You can get the hard steps, go like loads of other stuff, and it's gonna take more time. And yeah, it depends. Yeah, to you if you
yeah,
want to how to do it, if you really want to do it or not.
yeah,
How serious are you?
yeah,
Yeah, so yeah, it was like 2 3 months ago I have started this stuff. Yeah, like
yeah,
3 months ago maybe. Yeah, I was really serious, and so now I've got a job. Yeah, I'm not gonna say that's the best. Yeah, but for the start, it's the
it's the
one of
start,
the
mate.
best companies you could start with.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
So if
yeah,
we let's fast forward, yeah, kind of to where we're at today. So um did the program, like, you got an offer, didn't you, within, it was like under 8 weeks, it was like 7.5 weeks. You obviously went through some interviews, spoke to recruiters, you then had an offer under 8 weeks, and then you had to give
before
a bit
that,
of,
even when I told you about that offer, I've got that offer a week before. So
yeah. Well, didn't you have another offer as well, but you
yeah.
hesitated to accept it?
So yeah, it wasn't a proper offer, but it was a small company. I've done the interview with them, and they've been so impressed with me. but they said because you don't have that experience, they needed somebody with
Commissioning
loads of
experience.
experience, because that job was so serious. They wanted somebody with 5 years of experience.
Of commissioning,
But
was it? Trained
yeah, it
commission.
was commissioning and yeah,
Yeah,
commissioning and servicing, both of them. But they wanted someone with years of experience. Yeah.
yeah,
But the guy told me, you have everything we want, but you're not good for this role. I'm gonna find another role for you. Just give me a time.
yeah. That was it.
Just give me a time. I can find a role for you. You're gonna be a good fit for us to work with us. And so,
Yeah,
but because I've got the other offer from Equans, and they asked me to just I didn't have time to yeah, I wanted I needed to accept the
yeah,
offer, so I didn't want to lose that offer. That's
yeah.
why yeah, I didn't have time to wait for them to give me another offer. Yeah, so I've got
You ultimately had two offers, though, didn't you? Really?
yeah, yeah,
One just you had to wait a little bit for them to find a
yeah,
specific role for you, which
yeah,
you did the right thing, mate. I wouldn't have waited. You had a set in stone offer with Equia, however it's pronounced.
Equans,
Um,
Equans.
yeah. So you're like, damn right, I'm going to take that offer. It's on the table now.
Yeah, I think that's the biggest company doing these
Yeah,
BMS jobs. Yeah,
yeah.
biggest maybe even in Europe, maybe in the world. Not sure. Yeah, but it's very big, massive
So
company.
what? So what's? So you've been with them now? Was it 2 weeks?
Uh, like 3 weeks
Three
now. This
weeks.
is in the
Okay.
3 weeks now. Yeah.
So before we get into like all the details of what you're doing now, because I'm really interested to sort of hear what you've been doing over the last few weeks. Like how does it feel internally now that you're at least you've started on the BMS route?
I wish I have started earlier. That's it. I shouldn't waste my time in like doing these jobs. Don't want to say testing is a bad job. It was very good web for the beginning, but you cannot compare this job with those. Never. You
What
cannot
what's
compare.
what
This
what's
is the
different now? What's different?
everything is better. So I don't want to. I'm gonna get to those details later for
Okay.
you. Yeah,
Okay. Yeah.
but yeah, this is by far is much more better than everything I ever had done. Yeah, better, much better, much better. So I'm gonna tell you later. Yeah,
Yeah.
but yeah, that's but I can tell you it's by far better.
How like comparing how you felt before when you were just doing like the testing to how you feel now, like what's that difference? How do you feel now in comparison?
Feel better. The it depends. It's because I don't have. It's a bit loads of stuff I need to learn, and it's overwhelming. Yeah, at the beginning, because I need to learn a lot. Yeah, so for for this role, you need to have loads of experience to start with this role. I'm not at like this position. It's not a junior. It's not a trainee. It's a proper one. Yeah.
Service
So
engineer.
you need to, yeah,
Yeah.
you go to somewhere, and most of them are like the government buildings, yeah.
Yeah.
The so you need to know what you're doing, yeah. So I don't have that experience, unfortunately, but I'm learning. I'm doing like loads of training.
Yeah.
First week just training. This week training. Just the second week I've been well, shadowing another engineer.
Sorry, Mo. Let me just cut you off there.
Yeah,
So a better question for me to ask is
yeah.
I
Yeah.
suppose, how does it feel now that you've sort of secured a position and you're on the path? You know, rather than getting into the detail of what you need to do in the job, but just, you know, knowing that you're there and you're at the start of your journey in the BMS industry. How does that feel?
Uh, don't get it. I'm not sure. But
Like,
so
does it feel like a relief? Does it feel
yeah, definitely. But it's because, as I said, this is just just the start. Yeah, just the
yeah,
beginning. Yeah, that's a relief. I could get a job, and I have started in BMS as I wanted. Yeah, but uh, it's not finished yet.
it's the beauty of the industry, man. There's no
Yeah,
end.
I'm in the industry. That's fine, but I need to learn a lot. Yeah, so there's loads of stuff you need to do to learn.
Sure.
Yeah, but it's a relief. You're in the industry. You have started. This is I always wanted. Yeah, so that's good. But on the other hand, I need to learn a lot.
You've got your work cut out now. You've got to deliver in the position that you've secured. And
Yeah,
it's like what how I think of this is like it's almost now there's a bit of a pressure for you to learn what you need to learn, but that's good. That's good
yeah,
because that's going to drive you to like actually learn, you know, and do stuff off your own back and not just rely on the employer, because you want to get up to speed quickly, you want to progress further, you
yeah,
want to earn more money, you want to potentially go self-employed in however many years time. You want to I'm just speaking generally, not specifically for you, but
yeah,
you know, it that pressure to learn stuff, to be effective and to be able to deliver on the role that you've been employed to do is good because it drives us. You know, it drives us to
yeah,
learn more and builds our skill set, which ultimately allows us to leverage that skill set so we can progress, so we can earn more money, so we can feel confident going self-employed, so we can feel confident starting our own business. So we look at it like that, you know, from that perspective, it's a good thing. That's how I look at it. That pressure to learn more because we can
yeah.
leverage it.
Well,
Because we can leverage it. We can leverage that stuff that we learn.
yeah, yeah, definitely. Yeah. So,
No,
yeah, there is a bit of pressure at the moment, but and it's gonna be over in a month or 2 months, yeah, maximum.
well,
And
mate,
I'm gonna do this.
don't think that you can't reach out to me still. Like, if there's stuff that you still need help with, like specific details in what you're seeing, within the job, like on a day-to-day basis, like don't hesitate to reach out to me because I'll help you. You know, I want to
Yeah,
continue helping
thank you. Because you've been a bit busy. I didn't want to disturb because
you. Yeah, but now,
with
you
your
know,
kid.
yeah, yeah.
So
Now
maybe,
paternity leave's finished. Yeah, don't hesitate, mate. Let me know. And
yeah. Okay, thank you so much. Yeah, I
all right,
will
man.
definitely. Yeah,
Well, cheers for your time, Mo. I really appreciate it, and we catch up soon.
no worries, no worries.
Hey, so this was actually a very long conversation that I had with Mo, and some of the stuff I've cut out because it's not relevant to this testimonial. But towards the end of this 2 hour conversation, we started talking more about mindset and stuff. And I just thought it'd be really interesting for anyone watching this to actually learn a little bit about Mo's mindset. So I've included that bit in now. So I recommend watching that as well.
Why?
But people don't have these goals that you have. Like you've got a
Yeah,
real
because they don't.
motivation
Yeah,
to get to where you feel proud of yourself before you die, that you've actually commissioned like a stadium or something. You know, that's the driver for you. Most people don't have this drive or these goals, you know, so
yeah,
why would they, you know, it's sad, man, because if you think about, this is how I think about it, Mo. Like when I'm on my deathbed, right, and it's too late, and I look back on my life, and I've not done things that I wanted to do because I was scared or whatever. Like I'd just be kicking myself when I'm too old and it's too late. So if you can like think about that in the future, in 80 years' time, now it enables you to have these goals and work towards them and not be fearful or do it any or be fearful but still work through them, you know. But I don't think people think like this.
Yeah, because it's too hard.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's hard in the moment.
yeah, but because they don't want to get out of their comfort zone.
Comfort zone.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's not easy. Yeah, so
but it's worth it.
yeah, I've done that a lot. It's not just my first time I'm getting
No,
to out of my comfort zone.
yeah,
I always I'm out. I'm never in. As soon as I get to the comfort zone, I'm gonna go out.
yeah. It's what happens once you
Every
get
time I
it.
did that. Yeah, every time I have changed many jobs. It's not just once, twice, many times. Yeah, as soon as I get some like in a position, I can be relaxed. I'm gonna find another challenge. Let's go do something else. I don't know
And,
what's the problem in me. I don't know.
yeah, but it's like the anxiety and the stress and the sort of unhappiness that I get when I'm comfortable, like, and I'm not learning and I'm not challenging myself, like that stress and anxiety and discomfort is worse than the discomfort and anxiety of when you're learning something new and you're challenging yourself. Like I'm far happier when I'm in that uncomfortable,
Yeah,
then you know what
yeah,
I mean? And
yeah,
because I know I'm growing, I know I'm getting better. I know that I'm
yeah,
not going to live with regrets.
yeah, definitely. Yeah, so I kind of enjoy to do the challenging
Yeah,
things, yeah. So
that's what
you
it's
know
about.
it's hard, yeah, but you're enjoying at the moment because you know you're gonna get somewhere better.
Yeah,
Yeah. So, but if you do something, uh, it's it can be hard. A job you can do a hard job, but that job not gonna get you anywhere. Yeah. So that's not good. Yeah,
and
if
it's
it's hard, but you know it can make you progress. It can give you some more skills. I don't mind to do hard jobs, even physical. I mean, yeah, if I know this physical job is gonna not hurting myself, yeah, I'm not, yeah, but I don't mind if I do like cabling, the other stuff. If I know I'm gonna learn
yeah,
something that can help me to get to that point that goal
next
to get
step.
to that, yeah, next step, yeah.
Yeah,
I don't like to go just do something to learn something. No. So why do you want to? There's loads
yeah.
of things to learn. So there's no point
There's
to
a
go and
reason.
say I'm gonna learn something. So why do you want to go something to learn something you're never gonna use it? Yeah.
Yeah,
So you can do better with your time. Go and learn something good, and it can help you to grow.
yeah.
Go towards your goals.
Knowledge is pointless unless you're going to use it.
Yeah, I have loads of knowledge in the other stuff. It doesn't work. It doesn't. Yeah, so I
But
have.
you use it to you get the knowledge to help you get to the next step, and
Yeah,
then you get new knowledge here to help you get to the next step, and it just keeps on going.
yeah, yeah. So let's see. Uh, how I don't know how to finish my courses
Hey,
here.
it's
There's a lot. Well, I'm gonna do it.
yeah, you'll be good,
I
man. I
think.
love having conversations with you, Mo, because you've got the right mindset, man, or at least the mindset, a similar mindset to me. You know, similar beliefs. So it's good to speak to because I don't think there's that many people that think like this. It's sad.
Yeah, there's yeah, people are different. Yeah, so some people. So yeah,
It is
I
what it
really
is.
enjoy to speak to you because yeah, I think you want to just, it's you're not gonna you every time you're thinking to get better, to get something better. Yeah, so that's good. That's why I enjoy to speak to you as well. Yeah, so this is
Likewise, man.
yeah. So I know I can see you in 2 3 years in much better positions, much better, stable, more stable. Because yeah, you have that. You see, as soon as you saw me, I've done this. They said, yeah, but why am I why I'm not shifting my thing to go? Because there's loads of electricians. They want to get to that BMS, but there is not much companies to want to get to that BMS. There's not much there's not much people, companies to do that, but there's much more electricians.
Mm.
They want to do that, but I'm not sure if they're gonna do that. Not easy.
Most people aren't willing to put the work in.
Yeah, they need to just. I think if anyone wants to do this specialist thing, ask them first to do what is that, the first one,
The schematic.
schematics.
Yeah.
Because if anyone can does schematics and they know they really want it, they can pay that money. Because if I'm not gonna sell to anyone if I'm not sure they're not ready for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if anyone wants to do the specialist, the whole package without doing the other stuff, I think that's not good for you to sell it to them, and they're gonna
Yeah.
go and say something like because if they cannot finish that and they pay a lot, that's not a cheap one. Yeah, so that's a lot.
Mm.
If they cannot use that knowledge and use that stuff, maybe they're gonna go and write something bad for you even
Yeah.
in the comments. Yeah,
Yeah.
so if you want to sell to anyone, just make sure
Yeah.
they have that courage to do that. They
Yeah.
want to do that. Ask them to go first, do this one first. If you can do it, if you really like it, if you want to do it, yeah, then yeah, come here. We can speak again, and I can sell you more. Yeah, I
Yeah.
can teach you more. I can teach you about how to write your CV. I learned a lot about writing the CV. I forgot to mention that one. Yeah, so I have learned a lot to how to write a CV from you. Yeah, it was yeah. Thank you. Yeah, it was. I learned a lot to how you go and find a job. It's not just about experience. It's just about how you present yourself, how to speak with them. Yeah, yeah. Uh, I think you no, I can't say that. But if the both of them, just if I um my whole thing, my whole experience to start a new job, yeah, to have experience with you and working with you, yeah. If half of them, I can say half of them was the training, and half was how you teach me to do the CV, how to go for how to speak to the employers. Um, so it's not just about the you sell something to anyone and just leave them. Yeah. So I really like that you have you send me email and ask me. So What are you doing? What have you done? What happened? Yeah. So that's good. Yeah. So it means yeah. So you're not thinking about just the money. Yeah. You're thinking that the guy to get to get that to go and get to that goal they wanted to do at the first.
Yeah.
So it's good, yeah. So I think that the thing is um make you different from the other people. Your course different from the other people is you are more than a teacher, yeah. So you're doing like a mate, yeah. So I don't think you're my teacher, yeah. You you teach me a lot, but I don't think you're my teacher, just my teacher, yeah. I think you're my mate. You're helping me, yeah, to to progress, to know where to go. Yeah, so why am I doing this session with you at the moment? Yeah, it's like more than 2 hours. Yeah, so if you've been just my teacher, uh half an hour I'll cut it. I don't have time. So
Yeah.
but I don't think like that. Yeah, so I think uh you helped me. Yeah, to 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 start with my uh career. Yeah, you helped me to get to that position I wanted, and I'm happy if I can help you to to get some more people for
Yeah.
your job. Yeah, so why not? Yeah, so
I
if I
appreciate that.
wasn't happy, I never accepted that. Yeah, so
Yeah.
I just don't worry. Yeah, and yeah, so yeah, you helped me a lot, and I really appreciate it. I never forget what have you done for me. Yeah, I could go even I'm not gonna say if you haven't helped me, I couldn't get that position. I would, I definitely I could do that. Yeah, because I wanted to do that.
Yeah.
But you helped me to get to that position I wanted much more quicker, much more easier. And yeah, so that's why I really appreciate it. Yeah, so that means a lot for me. Yeah, thank you so
Thank
much.
you, man. Mate, I love you. You're a good man.
Thank you. Thank you. You too. Yeah, hopefully, I really hope one day we can meet each other in
For
person.
sure. For
Yeah.
sure. I'd love that. Yeah, we would
Yeah.
definitely do that. Definitely.
Yeah, later, one time, yeah, when you had time, yeah, later.
Well, Mo, look, this isn't the end of the journey, man. Keep me updated, and like I said, if there's things that are coming up that you're questioning, just email me, or actually put it in the squad group, because then I can answer it and it will help other people. Or
Yeah,
or, or message or DM me, email me, and then I can create it and put it in the squad group, and then you can access it whenever.